How are you? I didn't see you, Terry. You were just like, I guess you were Terry everywhere. I didn't see you. I was like, oh, there you are. How you feeling?
We're gonna call the meeting order. First up. Good evening, everybody. Call the meeting order. First time in a long time. I don't know how many else. The Western Zoom meetings that we're on our way back. First time this will be roll call. We'll be here. We'll be Smith. Here. We'll be Cooper. Here. Board member Panis is on her way. Next time is adopt the agenda. I move we have the agenda. Second.
I'll second.
All in favor of adopting the agenda, please vote aye. Motion carries. Big recognition.
Chairman, you may go back to pledge.
I wonder if I got
It's not in order on mine.
Oh, sorry
It's
about
not, it's on here.
that. Okay, pledge, pledge. Okay, however it is. I'm sorry. Whatever's on your agenda.
Big recognition.
Got the pledge. So
Pledge is finished.
okay, all right. It's fine. Bro, however you got your agenda. I am. All right, first of all, like to commend our students, talking with our board attorney here. It's the first time that we've had students back at a board meeting since March, and we're very appreciative of each and every one of you all. And you all are what we're here for. Student recognition is what board meetings are supposed to be about, because every decision that is made here by this board is based upon what is the best interest of our students. So I want to commend each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication this year. I know it's been a trying time for students and also been a trying time for parents, but you all have shown that you all have went above and beyond the call of duty. And my understanding, you all were working sometimes at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night and still going on and performing. So very much appreciative of you representing Menifee County. So at this time, I'd like to recognize the elementary academic team. Are the coaches here? Okay, you want to come on up and I'll let you recognize your students. This is Miss Jacqueline Parsons and Mrs. Danielle Rogers, our elementary and academic coaches.
So we have 8 players on the team that actually competed this year, and we've got 5 of them with us today. We have 2 fifth graders. One of them is Lincoln Rogers.
If you don't mind, come up front and say 6 feet apart, and we'll try to get a photo here in just a few moments.
Okay, our second fifth grader that we have is Parker Brown, but she's not here today. The 4th grade is the majority of our team. We have Lexi Smallwood. Mallory Paper.
That's good, thank you.
Shelby Cornett.
There you go.
And we have Grayson Lane. It's really hard, especially in virtual learning or virtual meeting virtually, because we didn't know what we were doing going in. Like Mr. Spencer said, our quick recall, we started at 4:30 one night, and I think I texted Ms. Means at like 11:32, we finally got first place. We beat them in the district. So we had 8 people on the team. Our quick recall got first place, and then we out of the 8, we had 7 move on to regions for reading competitions. And out of the 7, we had 2. Well, we had Grace Earl. We had Lincoln, who placed in 2 different tests, and then we had Mallory place. So the majority of our team is 4th graders. We're only losing 2 members, so next year we'll be really strong. Yeah, hold those and I'll take it.
While they're taking pictures, we just want to let you know we're very appreciative and we look forward to the good things that you'll be providing for Menifee County School District in the future. So thank you very much. Coaches, I also know that coaches, you all are definitely not doing this for the money, and I know you put in a lot of time. Thank you. I know what you're doing it for. You're doing it for these kids, and it's much appreciated. And thank you for your hard work and dedication for our students. Parents that are with us tonight, thank you for our cooperation. Hopefully we're second 4-day week, and we're appreciative of you being patient with us, and hopefully we can continue to move forward and get back to some sense of normalcy. So parents, thank you all very much too. Y'all done a great job this year. This time, each of you have to give a 5-minute speech. Anybody ready to do that?
She's ready to go.
All right. Good. Well, you all have a great evening, and thank you for coming, and thank you for representing Menifee County. All are welcome to stay, but I assure you that probably not a lot of entertainment, but you're welcome to stay.
Thanks, congratulations.
Would also like to commend on student recognitions, the Menifee County High School FFA and Mr. James Cash. Of course, we know several school districts that lost a lot of in their areas in Lee County and Breathitt County that lost a lot in the recent flooding. And they've actually been donating supplies over to Lee County. We also sent some supplies to Powell County. So very appreciative, and continue up the good work, students. Thank you. And at this time on staff, Rick, I also like to recognize Taylor Parks. Taylor is not with us tonight because she's over at Round County getting ready to play for the district championship. And she received a Rural Health Scholar Program. And she'll be a participant in that. So congratulations to Taylor. And at this time, I would like to recognize a few staff that are in the audience tonight with us. There's been a few changes in Menifee Central. Of course, last February, we named Tanya Means principal at Menifee Central, and she lasted a grand total of 1 year without any students. So congratulations, Ms. Means. In all seriousness, we have made a change. Mrs. Robin Brewer has announced her retirement effective on June 30th, and Mrs. Ashley Pelfrey will be moving into Mrs. Brewer's role as one of the directors of instruction, and that left a director of student or support services, and Mrs. Means will be transitioning into that role beginning on July 1 of this year. So Ms. Means will be coming on board as one of the directors. And then since it's a new school, the superintendent has the authority to name the principal and as well as the staff and do the budget, and as well as have a site-based council established within 60 days of the opening of the school. And I made an announcement last week that Ms. Kelly Abney will be the new principal at Menifee Central. Mr. John Williams will be the new assistant principal at Menifee Central. I feel like it's in good hands, and we're very appreciative of you all being on board. So congratulations.
We're very excited. This is a great opportunity to open the school.
Now, we pledge allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will have a moment of silence. Menifee County School District values, beliefs, and goals. Conditions we are Menifee, where we ensure every student transition or evaluation successful future and academic upgrade career.
Our mission is empowering future generations to be productive and successful in the global economy through community collaboration, creative thinking, instructional rigor and relevance in order to improve the quality of life for all.
Our values, strong work ethic, reliability, positive focus, determination, staff, parents, students. Foundation, successful transition for a solid future. Self-worth, everyone's value, compassion, parent involvement, attendance, school pride.
Our core beliefs: a good education will pull kids out of poverty and make an impact in our community. Teachers and administrators should passionately teach fundamentals while instilling morals and ethics. Every Menifee County student can learn at our level. Personalized education to meet the learning needs of students.
Our goals, the first one is by 2020, all students will graduate prepared for successful transition into academia, military, or career. By May 2020, we will have 96% student attendance rate. By 2020, all students at ends of grades K, 3, 5, 8 will be at or above grade level based on average reading and math data, and students at the end of grade 10 will be on or above grade level for reading based on mastery credit data. The last goal, by 2021, Menifee County Schools will have a new a school facility.
We're well on our way to getting that facility. We may have, COVID-19's kind of working on those other goals, but we'll get back on that. So,
Balance sheet, notice, the general fund is 1.7. Sorry. 76,000 in your grant account, 27,000 in your district account. The schools have 32,000 in your student activity. Capital outlay is 45,000. The building fund is negative 20,000. Construction, you have $5.2 million with construction. Debt service is 339,000. I've already made the transfer. And 66,000. I know.
All those in favor of approving the balance sheet, signify by saying aye. Motion carries.
All right, I'm just looking at my page. All right, so we got, year to date is 3.8 million. In revenues and our expenditures are. That's our expenditures. And our revenues are 4.4 million. So we're right on track with the work. Our contingency is right around 680,000. I'll second.
All those in favor of approving the balance sheet, signify by saying aye. Reconciliation.
All right, you have to reconcile balance in your account of $7,246,045. I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Place on sale.
Okay, your cash flow statement projects us in the year at 1.7 million overall, 708,000.
$1 million.
I know, that's the magic number.
Yes. Pressure's on.
That's not, but that's not bad.
Yes, I'll take that. Yes, considering where we've been. Yes.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, it's not bad.
I make a motion to approve the cash flow statement. I'll second.
All those in favor of approving the cash flow statement, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. PDSA report.
Okay, any of the directors have anything you need to report on tonight? I'll just kind of give you a real quick synopsis. They are planning very diligently right now for summer school programming, utilizing the ESSER 2 spending plan that is out here right now. We're looking at starting high school summer school as soon as our last day of school is May 11th. So starting the summer school for the high school kids to make sure that everyone is on track to, we're calling Accelerate to Elevate our summer program, as to get everyone accelerated and motivated moving forward to the next school year or their next, whether it be post-secondary or whatever the next level might be. Also, working on our ESSER II spending plan, making sure that we are meeting the needs of all of our students. And that's what their big focus is on. Summer school for elementary and middle school will start 3-week session June 5th through the 26th. And then the next session will start July the 5th or 6th, run for 2 weeks. And then we'll have a transition week, the last week of July. And it will be from kindergarten and the transition grade level from 6 to 9. That's what their main focus on is right now, making sure getting kids back on track. Getting kids right now, we're averaging around 62% of our students are back now in person, and we're still working on the remainder of our students and encouraging them and supporting them throughout the remainder of the school year.
That on target to other districts, or they seem.
Actually, it's a little bit ahead of schedule. Yeah, a little bit ahead of some other districts. 62% is pretty good numbers right now. This is our 8th day back in person. Right now, and I'll jinx myself, but we have 0 cases. We went actually we were 0 today, so we went 8 consecutive days without any cases. Keep your fingers crossed and keep moving forward. Once again, they've been working very diligently, and that's what their main focus is. Start looking at our consent agenda items. Consent agenda items is focusing for next year as well as for summer school plan. And then alternative report transportation running 4 days a week. Bus drivers have been very cooperative with helping with food deliveries on Fridays, as well as the cooks and all the support staff and custodians. And then the facilities maintenance report, of course, all those are down this year due to the fact that we've not been in session, but still have things that we need to do. And of course, now we're working on making the move to get into the new Menifee Central, and that planning is starting very soon. So, and then getting ready for Menifee Central, we're on track. Everything is on track to open the doors there in August, and we're hopeful of maybe having that last transition week in July, have a grand opening right before that, and then have our transition grades in that new building. That's our goal.
That would be awesome.
So furniture is supposed to be there June the 15th, and they're putting floor tile down now. Ceiling tiles are going down now. Gym floor is already down. Painting the walls are pretty much completed. It's getting there. If any of y'all want to go up and see it, call me. We have to take you through it. It's been possible. Somebody's been there.
Can we, Mr. Spencer, would you talk about the grant money that you mentioned earlier?
Yes, ESSER
Talk a
II.
little bit about the ESSER II.
We are working on that spending plan right now. The vast majority of that money, if we can spend 85% on direct services for kids, then that puts in us an allocation for another $65,000 to $70,000. So it is our goal to spend every bit of that on getting our students elevated, accelerating them, getting them where they're moving forward and good direction. So, but a lot of that money will be utilized for summer school program for 6 weeks. Will be the lower we can get our numbers for ESS, 21st century. Part of this plan also, the summer school schedule is getting our staff together, 7 hours a day, $210 a day for certified staff members. Also, it includes 20% raise for classified members. That's exactly what we did. The certified got 20%, classified got 20%. We'll be providing food for the services, and also paying costs for student advocacy. We've got folks now that continue mental health and social well-being throughout the rest of the school year. But we've got $1.8 billion, and we've got about 1.5 is essentially on direct services for our kids. And that's what we're doing.
And also make Chromebooks in there. So
And another good part about it is we're looking at, we've been having meetings with Head Start, and we will be trying to incorporate a preschool program for universal preschool for those kids that don't necessarily meet the requirements for Head Start. And we're starting that process. We want to have preschool started at the beginning of the year. Mr. Kincaid is driving that car, and
I like Mr.
we're very excited about that. So, so that is part of the spending plan, and that was included in it. And then the rest of your items on the consent agenda items that will get us ready for that, and get us ready for the following school year.
Any more questions, discussion? Not a. Okay. Okay. All those in favor of approving that, signify by saying aye. Howard, did you get all of the? Put that up there?
I think so. I can see them from here, maybe.
Yes, you do.
You mentioned Robin, I didn't know.
I think you covered it, because your transfers from.
I think I covered it all long ago.
Yeah.
Miss Pelfrey, I talked about, Miss Mead, Miss Ann, and Miss Williams, I talked about, so there's your report, so.
Nothing.
Just like I say, we've been working hand in hand with Christian Appalachian Project, through the Community Ed program, Miss Miss Franklin, good community support, providing food, helping folks during the flooding, during the ice storm. You know, we provided meals out for folks that have electricity, good community support. Okay. Of course, Ms. Schwartz couldn't be with us this evening. She's already over at Brown County and Moorhead, getting their girls ready to go and hopefully cheering them on to the district championship. But I can assure you that she is working very diligently on her schedule for next year, incorporating dual credit courses, advanced placement courses, working on the high school schedule, potentially looking at computer science program within the high school. You already saw that we have the AP computer science for female, and she's continuously focused on improving the number of course offerings that we have at the high school and getting our students prepared for the next level. So I've been Ms. Schwartz for work that she's been doing, and her, Mr. Haney, and all the administrative staff have been working very good. I'm very proud of their work. And then Menifee Elementary, I want to just speak for Ms. Means. Ms. Anthony, if you all, I'll share. So they said since they didn't have a microphone, they wanted me to share. So they texted me. So here we go. All in-person classrooms are following all the CDC guidelines and the state guidelines. And it was nice. I had lunch the other day down at the Frosty Freeze and hearing those kids out on the playground, and it just felt like a sense of normalcy the last couple of weeks. But they're all following the guidelines. I want to commend our kids. They have done an excellent job wearing masks. Our staff has done a really good job. About 75% of our staff is vaccinated, and doing a really nice job with all the guidelines that they're having to follow. Of course, it does go off on the again. Playground, the actual playground, they've been out on the track. The playground will actually open on Monday. They will be following the guidelines, and then case 21 data. So for their assessments, they have arrived. And next week, dissect the data to determine adjustments that need to be made after we get back from spring break. So their work's cut out for them, and we're excited about the new leadership. And we know that they'll keep that building running. And then you also hear new machines running as part of that. There's one in the back behind Miss Pelfrey. And they're used to these loud machines that I've got in the central office, but there's one sitting behind her that recirculates the air in the classroom. I think it's 7 times every hour. And it's supposed to kill. I sent out an email today that I sent to you all, but it's supposedly coronavirus, swine flu, bird flu, moles, allergies, asthmas have been worked with NASA. It's also they've had a complete clinic, and they're highly recommended, and several school districts have been using them, and they've seen pretty much decreases in coronavirus. One school district had a case where a couple of kids had the coronavirus. They were in the same room, and they were the only two that had the coronavirus that was actually brought outside. So, and we, as part of the safe school guidelines, we did have to change the air purification within the rec. So those will be starting tomorrow, will be placed in all of our classrooms, and they cover up to 2,000 square feet. And once again, we'll run them on maximum, and they stay on. All they get to do is turn them on, and every year then you change the filter. They've got HEPA filters in them. They run through a variety of different things that just not your normal air purifiers go through.
Well, if we run these and once the coronavirus hopefully is gone, and maybe that'll help with stomach bug, flu-like things that also hit our
Absolutely.
students. not just
Asthma,
kids.
mold, fungus,
Yeah, and I was just
mildew.
going to say, some students that suffer with allergies and have asthma, maybe those will help those students as well. So that's really
And it has been approved by FDA as a class 2 medical device. If you might know what I'm talking about, I have no clue. But anyway, it looked good on paper. FDA's approving it. I'm all for it.
Well, and we probably won't have any classroom that would be
But-
over 2,000 square feet.
No, so that is, so that recirculates 7 times there. I mean, so 4 times and it's 2,000 square feet. So that means it's pretty much double. So around 7 times over an hour time. Like I say, it's much quieter than the ones that we have at the board office. Right? And then,
The Jenny and
yes. So if you have any questions on that, there's principal instructions. Ms. Schwartz also, I forgot to announce that they're in high school graduation. We will be having a graduation this year, May 22nd. Plans will be forthcoming. We must follow CDC guidelines, must follow the safe schools guidelines as well as the prom this year will be held on campus. I think we're still trying to determine if they're going to have it in the upper parking lot, lower parking lot. They're still trying to determine that due to, they want to have it in the high school lot, and they came in and did a few looking at it, and I guess the slant on the parking lot up here has got a little slant. I'm worried about the dance floor, but I'm gonna let the kids make the decision. It's gonna be their prom, and we'll follow all the guidelines, and we're working with the city and making sure that we're maintaining social distancing and so forth with our kids. So the kids are excited about it, and so far I came to the high school ball game last night, and I was very pleased. I mean, our kids are wearing masks. That's important in order to stop the spread. But other than that, prom's May the 1st, if I didn't announce that. Last day of school is May 11th, graduation May 22nd. You all have anything to share, or anything back there? All those in favor, please put their hand up. We are adjourned.